Hey there, welcome to Money Talks, where we talk about personal finance with a twist of humor. Because who says talking about money has to be boring? Today we're diving into some of the weirdest, most unexpected finance hacks you didn't ask for, but will definitely want to try. Ready to learn how monopoly money, a swear jar, and a few other strange tips could help you save real cash? Let's jump right in. Budgeting with monopoly money. Alright, let's be real, budgeting can be about as exciting as watching paint dry, right? But what if I told you it could be as fun as absolutely destroying your friends at Monopoly? Hear me out on this one. Remember how satisfying it was to hold that giant stack of colorful Monopoly cash? That's the feeling we're going for, but instead of buying fake properties, we're gonna conquer your real-life budget. Here's the deal. Grab your Monopoly money, or any play money, and assign each color to a different spending category. Got your rent or mortgage? That's your green properties. Groceries? Those are your reds. Eating out? Let's go with the yellows. You get the idea. Now at the beginning of each month, divide your income into piles of Monopoly money, matching the amount you've budgeted for each category. This is where it gets good. When you spend, you physically move that Monopoly money from your category pile to a designated spent jar. Trust me, seeing those colorful stacks shrink as the month goes on will make you think twice about that impulse purchase. The swear jar for impulse buys. Okay, confession time. How many of you have a drawer full of stuff you bought on a whim and never actually used? Don't worry, I've been there too. But what if I told you there's a way to actually make money from those impulse buy urges? Introducing the swear jar for your spending. Here's the game plan. Find yourself a jar, a box, or even a piggy bank and label it your impulse control fund or something equally motivating. Now here's the fun part. Every time you feel that urge to buy something you don't absolutely need, stop right there and put $1 or $5 or $10, you decide, into your jar. Think of it like a little penalty for giving in to those tempting online sales and those add to cart buttons. The best part? Instead of wasting money on things you don't need, you're actually saving it. At the end of the month, you can use that cash to treat yourself to something you actually want and have budgeted for. Rewarding your future self, aka the Future Me Fund. Let's face it, saving money for the future can feel about as exciting as watching grass grow. But what if I told you there's a way to make it so fun that your future self will be thanking you? Say hello to the Future Me Fund, your secret weapon against boring savings goals. First things first, forget those stuffy bank accounts with names like savings account number 37. We're getting creative here. Open a separate savings account and give it an epic name that gets you pumped about your goals. Dreaming of a tropical vacation? Call it your Mai Tai money. Saving for a down payment on your dream home? Castle Fund it is. You get the idea. Now here's the key. Every time you achieve a savings milestone, no matter how small, celebrate it. Hit $500? Treat yourself to a fancy coffee. Reached $1,000? Time for a celebratory dinner. The 24-hour rule for every purchase. The 24-hour rule, your secret weapon against buyer's remorse. Raise your hand if you've ever bought something on impulse and instantly regretted it. Yeah, we've all been there. But fear not, my friends, because I'm about to introduce you to your new best friend, the 24-hour rule. This rule is about to change your spending game forever. Ready for it? It's simple. Before you make any non-essential purchase, wait 24 hours. That's it. I know, it sounds way too easy, but trust me, this simple waiting period is like a superpower against those add to cart urges. Think of it as a cooling off period for your spending. You'll be amazed at how many times you talk yourself out of a purchase simply by giving yourself a day to think about it. Chapter 5. Cash-only weekends. The ultimate spending detox. In a world of contactless payments and online shopping, it's easy to swipe, tap, and click our way into debt without even realizing it. But what if I told you there's a way to become so aware of your spending that you'll practically be able to smell your money? Get ready for the Cash-Only Weekend Challenge. Here's the deal. For one weekend a month, ditch those plastic cards and digital wallets and go completely old school with cash. That's right, we're talking cold, hard cash for everything. Groceries, gas, entertainment, you name it. Trust me, there's something about physically handing over those bills that makes you realize just how much you're actually spending. Plus, it's a great way to break those mindless spending habits and get back in touch with your budget. Chapter 6. Cost of purchase in work hours. Before you pull out your credit card, I want you to ask yourself this. How many hours of your life would you be willing to trade for it? Here's the thing. We often think of purchases in terms of their dollar amount, but what if we started thinking about them in terms of the time and effort it took us to earn that money? Let's say you're eyeing that brand new phone that costs $1,000. If you make $25 an hour, that's 40 hours of your life, an entire week of work, that you're trading for that gadget. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like such a steal, does it? Chapter 7. The freezer trick for your credit cards. Have you ever found yourself staring into your fridge late at night hoping a delicious snack would magically appear? Well, I've got a different kind of freezer trick for you, and trust me, this one could save you a whole lot of money. Introducing the credit card freeze. Now, before you think I've lost it, hear me out. We're not talking about canceling your card, we're talking about giving it a little time out in the coolest place in your house. Here's how it works. Grab a freezer-safe container, fill it with water, and pop your credit card inside. That's right, we're freezing that bad boy. Now, the next time you're hit with a sudden urge to splurge, you'll have to wait for that block of ice to thaw before you can swipe. Consider it a built-in cooling-off period to prevent those impulse purchases. Chapter 8. The two-account system for spending and saving. Managing your money can feel like trying to juggle chainsaws sometimes, right? But what if I told you there's a way to simplify your finances and make it feel like a walk in the park? Say hello to the two-account system, your new secret weapon for financial organization. Here's the gist. Instead of trying to manage all your money from one account, we're going to divide and conquer. Open two separate checking accounts, one for spending and one for saving. Your spending account is your everyday money hub. This is where your paycheck gets deposited and where you pay your bills, buy groceries, and fund your daily expenses. Now, for the fun part, your savings account. Every time you get paid, automatically transfer a percentage into your savings account and keep your spending money separate. This gives you a clearer picture of how much you can actually afford to spend each month. Chapter 9. Envelope system with a twist. Remember that good old-fashioned envelope system where you divvy up your cash into different envelopes for different spending categories? Well, it's time to give that classic a digital makeover. Introducing the digital envelope system. This is perfect for all you tech-savvy folks who haven't touched physical cash in years. Instead of using actual envelopes, we're going digital. You can use budgeting apps, spreadsheets, or even just separate notes on your phone to create virtual envelopes for each spending category. Just like the traditional envelope system, you allocate a certain amount of money to each category at the beginning of the month. Then, as you spend, you simply deduct your purchases from the corresponding digital envelope. Chapter 10. Price Comparison Game. Who says shopping can't be a game? Get ready to unleash your inner bargain hunter with the Price Comparison Game. This is your chance to channel your inner Sherlock Holmes and become a master of finding the best deals. Here's how to play. The next time you're about to make a purchase, don't you dare hit that Buy Now button just yet. Instead, open multiple tabs on your browser and compare prices from different retailers. See that price difference? You just scored some serious savings. But wait, there's more. Don't forget to factor in shipping costs, discounts, and any reward programs you might be a part of. And there you have it, 10 finance hacks nobody asked for, but you definitely need in your life. Some of these might sound strange, but you'd be surprised at how effective they are. Sometimes the best way to save money is to get creative. Remember, managing your money doesn't have to be boring or complicated. With a little creativity and a dash of humor, you can totally crush your financial goals and live your best life. Share in the comments which of these hacks you like the most.